Welcome to Lost Professions Archive. We've uncovered forgotten professions from plague doctors to rat catchers. But today we reveal perhaps the most surprising one yet, the medieval internet architects. Long before Silicon Valley, before the digital revolution, there was another information network spanning continents, hidden in plain sight within the silent walls of medieval monasteries. This is the story of how 9th century monks invented something remarkably similar to our modern internet using nothing but parchment, ink, and unimaginable patience. In the scriptoriums of 9th century Europe, monks were developing something extraordinary. They weren't just copying texts. They were creating the world's first interconnected information network. When a monk in Ireland added a note in the margin of a gospel, he wasn't just making a comment. He was creating what we'd now call a hyperlink. These glosses, handwritten notes in margins, contained references to other texts, other monasteries, even other countries. A single manuscript could contain dozens of these connections, creating a web of knowledge that stretched from Dublin to Constantinople. The system was so sophisticated that modern researchers have found identical glossing systems in manuscripts separated by thousands of miles, proving this was a coordinated, systematic approach to information sharing. Certain monks specialized as glossators, the medieval equivalent of network administrators. These individuals developed complex symbolic languages using special marks and abbreviations that functioned like early programming syntax. A circle with a dot might mean cross-reference with Augustine's works. A specific squiggle could indicate this contradicts Aristotle. They even developed error-checking systems. If a copyist made a mistake, other glossators would mark it with special symbols that functioned like modern error codes. The most skilled glossators could fit an entire paragraph's worth of information into a 2-inch margin space, using a compression system that rivals modern data compression algorithms in its efficiency. This wasn't just happening in isolation. Monasteries functioned as network nodes in a vast European information web. When a new text arrived from Rome, monks wouldn't just copy it. They'd link it to their existing knowledge base through glosses. A manuscript might travel from Monte Cassino to Canterbury, gathering layers of glosses at each stop like a medieval version of collaborative document editing. The system had its own version of packet routing. Traveling monks would carry annotated manuscripts between monasteries, updating the collective knowledge base. Some monasteries even maintained reference libraries that functioned like medieval servers, storing the most heavily glossed manuscripts that served as central hubs in this knowledge network. Perhaps the most astonishing innovation was their primitive search engine system. Monks developed elaborate indexing methods using what they called distinctions, color-coded symbols in margins that categorized information by topic, red dots for theological references, blue for historical, green for scientific. A monk looking for information on a specific topic could literally scan through a manuscript looking for the relevant color codes. Some monasteries developed concordances, massive indexes that functioned like medieval Google, listing every occurrence of important terms across their entire library. The system was so effective that researchers have found evidence of monks locating specific passages faster than modern students using digital search tools. Beyond individual manuscripts, monasteries maintained elaborate correspondence networks that functioned as a primitive social media platform. Monks would send circular letters, manuscripts that traveled from monastery to monastery, each stop adding new glosses and comments before passing it on. These circulating texts created threaded conversations spanning years and continents. The system even had its own version of likes and replies. Monks would use specific symbols to indicate agreement, disagreement, or additional information. Some of these correspondence chains involved dozens of monasteries across Europe, creating a scholarly conversation that predates academic journals by nearly a millennium. As with any information network, security became crucial. Monasteries developed sophisticated encryption systems to protect sensitive knowledge. They used abbreviation systems so complex that only trained insiders could decode them. Some manuscripts featured hidden glosses, messages written in invisible ink between lines or in bindings. Others used symbolic languages that only specific monastic orders understood. The most secret knowledge was protected through fragmentation, spreading essential information across multiple manuscripts in different locations, requiring access to several nodes to reconstruct the complete message. This system bears striking resemblance to modern distributed database security. The medieval internet didn't disappear overnight. Its decline began with the rise of universities in the 12th century, which created new, centralized knowledge institutions. The invention of the printing press in the 15th century delivered the final blow. Standardized printed books made personalized glossing obsolete. As monasteries lost their role as Europe's primary knowledge hubs, their intricate networking systems were forgotten. The glosses that remained were often dismissed as mere marginalia rather than recognized as sophisticated information technology. It took the digital age for us to rediscover and appreciate what these medieval monks had accomplished. The medieval monastic network offers surprising lessons for our digital age. Their system was decentralized yet organized, personalized yet standardized. It valued quality over quantity, depth over speed. Unlike our ephemeral digital communications, their data has lasted over 1,000 years. The monks understood something we're still struggling with, that true knowledge networks require both technological systems and human curation. Their approach to information management, focusing on connections rather than just accumulation, might hold the key to solving modern information overload. The glossators represent one of history's most fascinating lost professions. These weren't simple scribes, they were information architects, network administrators, and knowledge managers. They spent years mastering complex symbolic systems and memorizing vast networks of textual relationships. Their work required both enormous erudition and systematic thinking. Yet today, we barely remember they existed. Their profession vanished not because it became obsolete, but because the world changed around it, leaving their sophisticated systems buried in library archives, waiting for the digital age to make their relevance apparent again. Today, a new generation of scholars is using digital tools to rediscover these medieval networks. High-resolution scanning and data analysis are revealing patterns in glossing that were invisible to the naked eye. Researchers are mapping the flow of information between monasteries using network analysis software. What they're finding confirms that the medieval monastic system was far more sophisticated than anyone imagined, a genuine precursor to our modern internet that managed to create something remarkably similar using completely different technology. The circle is now complete. We're using the internet to understand how they invented the internet before the internet. The things medieval monks built in their scriptoria remind us that humanity's urge to connect knowledge is timeless. They proved that silicon chips or fiber optics are not needed to create a network of knowledge. What you need is a system, dedication, and a vision that knowledge is a living, interconnected thing. As we experience our own digital revolution, their forgotten achievements inspire us with both humility and inspiration. They showed us what technology can do when it serves deeper human purposes rather than displacing people. What do you think about this topic? Let's meet in the comments.